Extreme Turbo Systems Extreme Catback exhaust is installed. Now it's time to hear that exhaust note. Charlie, fire it up. Okay, so Saturday we came in, buttoned up some stuff. We also got the car up to temperature, burned off all the coatings on the turbos, made sure nothing was leaking, no smoke, nothing. So we cleared all that out, got the car to temperature, so we could really completely button up the car, make sure nothing was leaking, and yeah, get it back to pretty much street ready shape.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is like put it all back together and you find something small while you have everything already disassembled, and then you got to take everything back off to fix it. So it's kind of a nice protocol to just make sure everything's running right or functional before you button things up.
James is hanging out in the GTR, literally and figuratively, trying to chase down maybe a loose connector or something that's giving us a little bit of a code, but once that code's cleared up, we can flash the trans, and it's pretty much ready for the dyno. It runs, it idles, it's good to go. Once the downpipes come in and intakes, we'll be ready to hit the rollers.
It is on speed density, so that kind of allows us to kind of manipulate things on the vehicle without having the mask plugged in. But, you know, for safety of the motor and everything we're doing, we'll wait for those intakes to arrive.
So a couple of things we're waiting on last minute. ETS came on big. They want to do a full build with us, but for this build they jumped on. We got an intercooler, some intakes, some other stuff coming, but yeah, that's our biggest holdback.
Yeah, I mean, the intercooler is going to be big. You know, for this kind of build, having a nice street intercooler doesn't require any type of like cutting or trimming. Full bolt on, but it's going to drop the intake temps quite a bit for what we're going to be doing. You know, obviously it's wintertime. Temps are really nice right now. As you guys all know, turbo cars love cold weather. But in that summertime heat, I mean, who knows? Who wins this car? You could be out in Arizona, you could be out in Florida where it's humid, and it's pretty much going to be it for today.
Yeah, and so pretty much have the car almost all the way back together.
Yeah, we'll get it off the rack, essentially.
Yeah, so, with the exception of the intercooler, and let's get to it.
We are like dogs, as these ones say, waiting in the yard for UPS because there's some items missing. So a little bit different from last time. We had James upside down and he was sunny side up with legs in air. We now have the wrench head down.
Over easy.
We got it over easy. What TV show are you watching in there, sir?
Yeah, the good one.
Okay, this is good. John, our UPS driver, just said he's at 11578 Sorrento Valley Boulevard. So we are coming. Skylar, this is how we do it, huh?
Got to the UPS guy.
He's getting all the AMS boxes. Those look like big box. I hope not for us, these ones. See? That's the man right there.
Package right here, secured it from UPS guy. Let's take it back to the office.
All right, and we are on our way. We have downpipes from AMS in this. We have intakes. We have blow-off valve. We should be done.
AMS downpipes are ready to go in the car. We already got the exhaust gaskets on, the studs anti-seize, so now we're just gonna slap these in, and then the mid-pipe.
So what we have here is the AMS catless downpipes for the GTR. These are our favorite downpipes to use, mainly for a couple of reasons. So you have cast ends on both the turbo side and the mid-pipe side. With a lot of the standard 304 stainless steel editions, these crack right here on the flange.
Perhaps the most basic is the cattleman's crack.
And so what's nice about being cast is it basically dissipates the heat throughout this cast end, and then all you have is two welds here that are rarely, if ever, going to fail. So what this does is it makes sure and guarantees your fit is 100% because these are cast, and so these are going to be no leaks on this end and on this end. They're a 3.5-inch downpipe that tapers down to your 3-inch standard GTR mid-pipe section. They're obviously hollow. They're going to make probably like 20, 25 more horsepower than your catted version, depending on how much power we put up. Because we're in California, we're going to tune on this, and then on the dyno, make sure we make our numbers, and then put the stock cats back in. Obviously, you can't be running around in our state catless, and so these will go to the customer, or I'm sorry, to the winner who wins these, and he'll have the option of us putting them back in, depending on what his regulations at his state are. Here in California, you get these good old California compliant catalytic converters.
Downpipes are in, output shafts in. Now it's time to put the heat shields in and the mid pipe, and we'll be pretty much done on the bottom. Downpipes are on, mid pipes are in, output shaft is in here. ETS was kind enough to send us their 4-inch extreme catback exhaust system. We have the stock exhaust out so you can kind of compare. It has the valves and tons of restriction throughout, as this exhaust is just under 3 inches, whereas the ETS system is 4 inches all the way throughout and straight pipe. So you're gonna get that amazing exhaust note and it'll put the power down. Here, you wanna take these 2 nuts out of my hand? Extreme turbo systems, extreme catback exhaust is installed. Now it's time to hear that exhaust note. Charlie, fire it up. Oh yeah. Look at those tips.
All right, so we heard the exhaust note. Things absolutely sound absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
Now, what are you doing?
Taping the bumper up, so when we pull it off, nothing gets scratched, and then we're gonna start working on the front mount intercooler. Here we have the stock intercoolers with the ETS intercoolers. As you can see, the ETS intercooler is a very well-made part, nice welds, nice tanks on it. It's gonna bring our intake temperatures way down compared to these kind of flimsy stock OEM intercoolers, but that's about to go on, and it's gonna look really cool popping through the front bumper. All right, so what we have here is the stock OEM Airbox from a GTR. As you can see, pretty restrictive. Not a lot of airflow going through here, and they have these crummy paper filters in it, so not gonna be able to breathe enough. ETS was cool enough to give us their cold air intake system. It's got a K&N filter on the end. It's completely straight, no restrictions through it, and then nice silicone couplers to go into the turbos so the turbos can breathe perfectly. All right, so before the bumper goes back on, we have new uprights for the GTR front bumper. What normally happens with these factory ones that you hit a dip and whatnot, they get completely bent like this, look like trap. So ACG sent us these. These are upgraded bumper uprights. They're reinforced, a lot stronger, a lot better part, and that's gonna keep it from doing that ugly bend. ETS cold air intakes in, ETS front mount street intercooler is in. So all we're waiting on is the AMS induction kit. Should be here Monday, so you can check it out. Boom, intercooler, all dialed in, ready to go. And once we get the induction kit in, front bumper will go back on, and we will be ready to hit the rollers.